Good morning, everybody. Dr. Zach Long here for the Institute of Clinical Excellence, coming to you for our PT on Ice daily show. Now, typically being part of the Fitness Athlete Division faculty, I'm only here for Fitness Athlete Fridays, but today I'm excited to be joining y'all for my first Thursday Leadership podcast. And we're going to be having what I think is a very important discussion for physical therapists to have, and that's why we need to stop selling physical therapy. I'll get to exactly what I mean there in a few seconds, but it's something that I think if we take a different mentality to how we sell what we do as physical therapists, we're going to make a much bigger impact in the healthcare world. So as we all know, as physical therapists, we have this amazing skill set that can truly help change the lives of individuals. And because we can do that, we can also truly change the healthcare of our nation and our world. So physical therapists have the license to do hands-on manual therapy skills to help improve somebody's ability to temporarily move. We have some exercise knowledge to help load tissues and encourage movement. And we're also getting better at using psychologically informed practices. While at the same time, we probably have more time with patients than anybody else in the medical community. And that combination of things really puts us in a position where we should be a game changer in the world of musculoskeletal interventions. But as we all know, we're far from being the leader in that area right now. And so, of course, every day on Facebook groups, there's discussions on why we're not. There's people ranting about different things, the different problems we have. You know, people are going to talk about what are the different things that are holding us back. Some people are going to say that physicians being the gatekeepers of the medical world holds us back, which certainly at times that can. And certainly in states such as Texas, that's a bigger deal where they have more strict laws around direct access. Other people are going to talk about how insurance companies and their dictation of plans of care is holding us back from being able to truly practice as well as we should. And then certainly inside of Facebook and Twitter, we're going to see a lot of physical therapists arguing with each other over the use of different techniques and modalities and arguing if that's holding our profession back as a whole. But I really think we're truly missing out on a huge area in which we can make a big impact because we don't understand marketing and we don't understand sales. And that's what we're going to talk about today. The problem here lies in that we as physical therapists are always trying to sell physical therapy. So we're going online, we're making posts. I saw one the other day. This is how much it costs to go to an out-of-network physical therapist. This is how much it costs to go to an in-network physical therapist. And we're trying to use advertisements like that to get people in the door. Or some of you probably remember the chart from years ago where it kind of had the old medical model with low back pain where you go see your primary care specialist who sends you to a specialist who gives you MRI, sends you to PT, gives you injections, and then the new model where you go straight to PT and the medical model saves a lot of money. Those are the sorts of things that we're using to try to sell physical therapy to people. And we're really failing in that. That's not messages that resonate with our patients. And what we should really be focused on is not selling physical therapy, because as much as it's going to hurt us to hear, people don't care about physical therapy. Our patients don't care about PT. What do they care about? They care about getting back to doing the activities that they enjoy doing. And that's where our message needs to be focused. So if a patient's having low back pain and they believe that a chiropractic adjustment or a physical therapy manipulation, that instant little crack is going to be what gets them better and gets them back to doing the things that they love to do, they're going to hop on the table for that. If they think that taking a magic pill is going to get rid of their back pain and get rid of that muscle spasm, whatever it is, they're going to ask for a glass of water so they can throw that pill down really fast. If they think that an MRI is going to be what gives their doctor the proper game plan for how to get them out of pain, they're going to get that MRI. They care about getting back to the thing that they love to do. And I can't stress that enough. They don't care about physical therapy. They care about getting back to the activities that they want to do. And our language needs to follow that. So we as PTs are always focusing in our marketing messages right now on research around various things. So if somebody asks us about, what do you think about a chiropractic adjustment? We're going to say, well, the research shows that a chiropractic adjustment doesn't put a spinal vertebrae back in place, and it has a temporary effect where temporarily you get pain inhibition. We're going to go down that rabbit hole. They don't care about that. We're going to talk about the opioid crisis in America, where certainly some people do care about that, because unfortunately a lot of families have lost people because of that. But we're going to go down this, you don't need to go see your primary care because he's going to put you on opioids and blah, 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 blah. And that's what we're sharing on social media. Or we're sharing, those fancy charts that we all see and love that talks about the rates of abnormal findings in people when they get imaging for neck and back pain, or really any joint pain. Those are the messages we're sending out to patients. Those just aren't things that our patients care about. Those are things that we as physical therapists care about. And that's a huge distinction that we need to be able to make if we're going to better and more effectively market to patients. We need to think about what they care about. Doris cares about being able to pick up her 2-year-old grandson without her back giving out. Jimmy cares about participating in the CrossFit Open because he wants to be at the gym Friday night when everybody's there, everybody's cheering him on, he gets to high five everybody. You know, at the end of a long work week, that's the best hour of his week is hanging out with his friends at CrossFit. Or Sally's been training for 6 months for a half marathon. She's a month out, and all of a sudden her knee's hurting. She's worried about a meniscus tear or something like that. And we're trying to talk to Sally about the study that shows that meniscus debridements and physical therapy have the same outcomes at 2 years. That's not what Sally cares about. Sally cares about finishing that half marathon she's been training for because she's scared that her family never believed that she was going to get it done. And when we address what our patients care about and use language that matches their hopes, dreams, and desires, we're going to be a lot more effective in our marketing to the general population. So we want to create an emotional response and an emotional connection with patients that are going to get them into our doors so that we can then expose them to those truths. We're not getting them in the door by talking about the rates of disc degeneration in people in their 40s from the latest research study. We're going to get them in the door through our messages that talk about how they are not, how they're going to be able to get back to doing the activities that they love doing. We really need to rephrase how we're speaking to people in especially our online marketing. So I want to ask you to do something over the next few weeks. When somebody posts up a research study on Facebook, I saw this yesterday, somebody said public service announcement in big letters. And then they went on to talk about, the rates of disc herniations in asymptomatic populations. And they clearly wrote it as if this big public service announcement, I'm trying to tell this to patients in my area. I went through and looked at everybody that commented on that. And I'd love to have you do this in some posts in the next few weeks. And I went and looked at who was commenting on this post. It wasn't patients. It was other physical therapists. Because the way we're so commonly marketing is we are marketing to other physical therapists. We think we're reaching out to patients and helping patients, but we're not. We're really just patting other physical therapists on the back all the time, saying, good job, Doris. I love that study you said. I wish more people understood this. I certainly wish more people understood that too. But that's not going to happen through social media campaigns. That's going to happen through us as physical therapists, better marketing what we can do. Better marketing that we can get people back to doing the activities that they love, then get them in the door. Then I can talk to Doris about the rates of abnormal findings after I built a little bit of rapport. And this is something that I see from individuals, something I see from clinics as a whole. This is something I see the American Physical Therapy Association doing, where so many of the graphics that I see them produce for public marketing are really more focused on the latest research study. And they're not things that are going to resonate with our patient populations. So I want to read a quote to y'all from the book This is Marketing by Seth Godin. It's a quote about marketing. But as I read this, I kind of want you to replace the word marketing with physical therapy. And you're going to see that marketing and physical therapy here are really interchangeable in this excerpt. Marketing is the generous act of helping others become who they seek to become. It involves creating honest stories that resonate and spread. Marketing offers solutions and opportunities for humans to solve their problems and move forward. Let me hit that last sentence again. Physical therapists offer solutions and opportunities for humans to solve their problems and move forward. That's a powerful message. It continues. And when our ideas spread, we change the culture. We build something that people would miss if it were gone. Something that gives them meaning, connection, and possibility. Think about that again. When the ideas of physical therapy spread, we can change a culture. If everybody in America understood what physical therapists have the capability of doing, and we as PTs, if we're practicing at the top of our profession, we can literally change the healthcare of this world. Look at guys that are ahead of the game here on the healthcare spectrum. Look at Mike Eisenhart and what he's doing inside of this population health spectrum. We have the ability to change the culture of healthcare in America and across the world. We have the ability to build something that people would miss if it were gone, something that gives them meaning, connection, and possibility. But in order to do that, we have to get our message across to them. And this has to be the message that they care about, not the message that we care about. So here's my challenge to you today. I want you to take a sheet of paper and make 2 columns. Column 1 says things that I care about. Column 2 says things that my patients care about. On the left column, things that you care about. You're probably going to write, the latest research study. You're going to write pain science. If you're an out-of-network practitioner, you might be writing, I care that I give one-on-one treatment. Or if you're out-of-network or in-network, maybe you care about the fact that you don't work with techs or aides. I'm not bashing that. I'm just saying maybe that's what you care about and what has been a marketing message for yourself in the past. Now on the right side, in the second column, I want you to write down what your patients care about. And I want you to compare those two. In some exceptions, certainly there are people that really do care about one-on-one care. But the vast majority of our patient population doesn't care about that. What do they care about? They care about getting back in the CrossFit gym, about finishing that half marathon, about picking up their grandson without having pain. So I want to challenge you after making this list to start thinking about your marketing message and try to find ways to help your message better match the hopes, dreams, and desires of your patients using a language that resonates with them. And that isn't by selling physical therapy. Selling physical therapy alone isn't going to be what changes the culture. We have to change our marketing messages. Hope you enjoyed this little talk. Hope it gave you some ideas and thoughts around your marketing message. If this is something you're interested in learning more about, we're going to be talking about this a lot at the ICE Sampler in Las Vegas on April 6th and 7th. I'm doing a whole talk on building your online brand from Instagram to email marketing, and just a general overview of marketing and how we can do a better job of reaching the public. We've got a lot of great speakers lined up for that, and we really hope to see a lot of people there. I'm going to go through kind of the list of what we've got going on. If you want to register for this, please head to ptonice.com. But we're going to have the vast majority of the ICE faculty here. It's going to be an awesome weekend of learning and fellowship with other PTs. So I'm kicking off the Sampler day 1, talking about deadlifts for low back pain, how to incorporate that in your physical therapy plans, how to go about properly loading that. Then Justin Dunaway and Morgan Denny are going to talk about spinal high velocity, low amplitude thrust. They'll also be doing a talk on developing your skill set dealing with people with chronic pain. Sarah Heron's going to be talking about out-of-network practices. And Jason London's going to talk about how to build programs to get patients back to returning to running. Allie Hartman's going to talk about finger sticks. Health promotion talk by Mike Eisenhart, Allie Hartman, and the Morgans. Modifying kettlebell training for older adults by Dustin Jones. Resistance training and the performance artist for Jessica Davis. And then I'll be wrapping it up again with this online marketing talk where we dive deeper into some of the concepts we talked about today and come up with a better game plan for changing the healthcare world. Again, the ICE Sampler is going to be April 6th and 7th in Las Vegas, Nevada. It's going to be a blast. We really hope to see a lot of you there. Have a great day.